When you think of some of the greatest authors to ever walk the face of the earth, you got guys like Edgar Allan Poe, William Shakespeare, whoever the hell wrote A Very Hungry Caterpillar, but you cannot mention legendary authors without mentioning the name Dr. Seuss. Not only is Dr. Seuss an absolute legendary author, but he's also one of the most iconic MCs of all time. If you've read any of his books, you would know that this dude, Dr. Seuss, spat nothing but straight, hot, fiery, flaming hot Cheetos in every single book. One of the most iconic characters to be birthed from the imagination of Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat in the movie starring Mike Myers is an absolute cinematic masterpiece, and I will take that to my grave. Over the past couple of months, we've been going on many journeys, taking a deep dive into the origins of some of our beloved favorite childhood characters, and our tour guide has been none other than our favorite mad scientist himself, the Theorizer. I'm not too sure how this maniac comes up with these absolutely psychotic conspiracy theories, but it blows my mind how much sense that they make whenever he gives us the evidence, and this time he has touched the story of Cat in the Hat. So without further ado, the single most disturbing movie ever created, The Cat in the Hat. That is a very bold title. Alright, let's see what we got.
Today I've decided to finally digest the entirety of a well-known horror film known as The Cat in the Hat.
Horror film.
From what I've heard, this deranged film was mistakenly aired to a multitude of children in the early 2000s, and its ill effects have rippled through society to this very day. I'm going to recap exactly what happens here, and then I will explain the meaning behind it, and why it has done what it has done to whom it has done it to.
Oh my gosh, bro, this dude's a crack up. You guys know what to do. Go to the Theorizer, give him a big old juicy spanking, show him some love, you know what I mean? I heard he loves it when his like and sub button gets spanked. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and I'm gonna write this as I watch. This is in fact a sort of reaction slash theory slash recap slash
Hey, that's what I do. I react to things.
That format works best.
He's just like me.
Content such as this. This movie seems to begin with a rhythmic narration as we zoom into a small town named Anvil, which appears to be situated in a biome not dissimilar to the Switzerland Alps, blah 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 blah. This is when the horror begins. The entire town is immediately shown to be fake. The possibly demented narrator explains the sorts of comings and goings of this town. A real estate agent named Joan works out of a horribly designed building with bathrooms containing signs.
Bro, I blame this woman is one of the reasons why I have such a strong love for the mothers in the world, bro. Bro, she was looking right in this movie, dude.
Employees must constantly wash hands. It's my immediate impression that this town and everyone inside of it is strange and not real. Almost like some sort of fake world, or maybe a bizarre experimental utopian test run. Everything looks to be almost cardboard, something like an alternate future diverging from a much more intense 1950s. The head real estate agent barely shakes another man's hand and freaks out, fires him, and sanitizes.
Bro, like this dude, I've seen this Cat in the Hat movie so many damn times, bro. My little brother was playing this on loop every fucking day, bro. This dude, I did not fuck with this guy, bro. I don't know what it is, but he sent off an aura that I deemed as a threat, bro. I do not like this guy. He's very shady.
Paranoid about an unspoken disease
very shady.
Afflicting this little isolated population. It's like he is. I'm not saying by any means that that's the case. He fires anyone who isn't perfectly clean or perfectly perfect at all, really. It's not OCD, it's most certainly a rigorous system designed to create a perfect isolated world, and the world is very surreal. But the film stars Joan's children, Order and Chaos, portrayed by none other than Coraline and Curtis the Elf.
Dude, bro, one of the craziest things about these Theorizer videos is not only do we get to go on this journey of, you know, these crazy theories, bro, but it also has some educational value to this, bro. Like, whenever I would watch this movie, I would just take it at face value, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that the brother was an idiot, and the sister was like a nerd, you know what I mean? But he said order and chaos, and that makes so much damn sense, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Respectively. Order in particular is quite obsessive and chaos is quite chaotic. I would expect nothing less. It seems as though chaos is depicted here as a male and order as a female, contrary to the Taoist symbolism, which is otherwise quite present. Order is a fixated little thing who writes
Research graduate school.
Graduate schooling. Self-aware irony is the central theme of this terrifying experience, which makes its intentions even more dubious. Is it possible that this is a comedy in disguise? Chaos destroys its environment to the chagrin of Joan the caretaker, and in comes, no joke, the boss baby. What an all-star cast.
My guy Baldwin.
That's a preemptive reference. Coraline in particular here seems to know a thing or two about the real world's constitutional monarchies, suggesting that this universe does indeed have real locations outside of this town. They even show a military academy 8 hours away that looks fairly realistic, and thus this is a fake utopia, not an entirely surrealist Earth. It's just this town. So, Boss Baby hates Taoism, surprise, surprise.
Okay,
Order has
so just this one specific town of Anvil is the one that's all weird and fucked and it looks fake and cardboard and stuff, but everything outside of the town is perfectly normal.
Complex, and in other news, the sky is blue. The caretaker of Taoism disowns chaos in front of order, which fragments reality and summons Austin Powers. Yes, Mike Myers himself plays the cat.
Bro, I not paused 7 times in the first 3 minutes, bro, but he just said she disowns chaos and it fragments reality, bro. Now we're starting to get crazy, bro.
Blue. The caretaker of Taoism disowns chaos in front of order, which fragments reality and summons Austin Powers. Yes, Mike Myers himself plays the Cat in the Hat.
Icon.
Hence my referential
An icon.
Smash Mouth is in this film too, I think, but back to that in a minute. Feeling
groovy,
bad,
baby.
the caretaker Joan puts in charge what might best be described as a liberal arts Edna Mode. We see them watching TV, which contains more proof of a real Earth outside of this controlled experiment. More proof of this is the clouds that instantly rush in. But now back to the results of this fight between Joan and her son. Order and chaos meet basically Austin Powers dressed as a cat, and it's the most horrifying thing imaginable. It's completely out of place and likely the main purpose of whatever sort of experiment is going on here. He is ironic and extremely aware of the environment he's in. The question instantly must be asked, is this the father of the 2 children dressed up? I say this because it's creepy and
Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a minute!
asked, is this the father of the 2 children dressed up?
Is this the father of the 2 kids? Where the hell did that come from? I did not know it was going in this direction. Excuse me, their father.
I say this because it's creepy and it feels like it almost makes sense, and because the boss baby Alec Baldwin is not their dad, but their dad was already mentioned, maybe they moved here to get away from him. At this point, it's getting creepy enough on its own without my symbolic embellishment, so I'm gonna refer to the film's elements by their given terms from here on out. I'm too dazed and confused writing this, and I'm actually blurring the lines for myself. So
I don't know, I kind of like the order and chaos.
Says he drove here from his place and that he's lactose intolerant. Okay, but the strange part is that he causes weird voices and music and metaphysical manifestations to appear, which seems to be counterintuitive to the idea that he's Sally and Conrad's father.
Okay.
If he is their dad, then he should be human just like them. He's basically using magic, so this is where I start to question what is or is not their imagination and what is causing it all. Assuming it is some sort of experiment or beta utopia, that could be a part of it, a population controlling hallucinogenic, but I continue—
Wait. So the basis of this theory is that the entire town of Anvil is some type of utopian experiment? They're like, you know what I'm saying, that crazy theory that all of the Earth is part of a simulation, and this is what that is, right? This is like what they experience. Their town is not actually real, and it's all just an experiment. Dude, I can't, there's already so many layers to this, I can't keep up.
Be inclined to say that this is their father trying to spend time with them, sort of like a Mrs. Doubtfire scenario, because the next thing the cat does is steal a picture of their mother that arouses him. I'm certainly not the first to suggest this father idea about any rendition of the Cat in the Hat, This seems to be an almost commonplace idea, but let's see just how much proof can be dug up here. He calls the curtains a train wreck as if he's had a hand in them in the past. I'm more tempted to say that this man is there of his own volition as opposed to being brought in by the mother for entertainment, because he actually knows how to make Sally laugh already. He jumps on the babysitter and then shoves her in the closet, which does mean he's there to watch over them. There's also evidence that Sally is at a breaking point because the cat implies she's one bad day away from arson. He also immediately knows that Conrad wets his bed, and he knows everything about their personalities. Also, I'm mildly delirious, doing this whole thing running pitifully low on iron, and it's too late for me to see this.
Wow, man, I never would have guessed.
Apparently,
so this is saying, right, the evidence that Cat in the Hat is their dad is because he already knows so much about them and the house, and this is like their first time meeting him, so how would he just automatically know so much about their personality and about the curtains? You know what I'm saying? He shoves the babysitter in the closet so he can take care of them, right? So there is evidence here that points to the Cat in the Hat being their dad, bro, but this is...
The cure for the kids' polar personalities is either painful injections or a musical number. Again, hinting that this is some sort of strange test. The cat throws Sally at the couch. The cat also vomits up a massive ball of hair, which is grotesque and evidential of dangerous method acting. Then we see what in the name of CGI is that? So now I'm dead certain that these children are hallucinating. I don't know what happened here, but we have solid proof that this isolated town is not representative of the rest of the world, so this is almost certainly some sort of test involving hallucinogenics. Sally and Conrad may...
It's a test involving hallucinogenics. Now you're telling me they've been drugged. Not only are they an IRL Sims, but they've been drugged, and now they're hallucinating, dude. Whoa, what?
Maintain their sanity. This is all visual alteration, but who is this dressed up man, and is he a test? Is he their father, or is he something? Well, I don't want to say it in a YouTube video, but this whole scenario reeks of being extremely disturbing in a very real
Are you trying to tell me
sense.
He's a freaky
the
weirdo?
babysitter was probably anesthetized too. The cat sings a song about neutering kittens, which gives him post-traumatic flashbacks, implying something severe happened to this man in his childhood. This is further evidence for him being part of the experiment, for him being their father, and yes, also for him being damaged and, well, at risk of demonetization to discuss. So, what if he's all three? A twisted father who's come back to kidnap his children, and worse, all as an attempt to get back at his ex-wife and her possibly even worse new love interest.
Excuse
Again,
me?
This could be seen as extreme, but also rather obvious, so let's keep digging. The hallucinated fish acts as an orderly foil to the chaotic cat, reintroducing Taoism extremes to dull the severity.
Oh my god! So you got the sister and brother is order and chaos, and you got Cat in the Hat and the fish. That's chaos and order. Oh my god, I didn't even pick up on that, dude, okay?
The cat spawns a portal to a bullfighting ring, but again, all an experiment. The fish references MTV and calls out this insane film for what it is. Maybe the fish is their dad. I think he might be from the cat's domain, whatever trip that might be like. The cat also knows about their homework and such. It's clear, though, why the mother, the orderly woman, divorced this immature madman. Then the cat makes them sign a contract with lawyers present, implying that this is a waiver of some sort for fun, and yes, we see some of it. This is perfect.
What is
It'll
it?
give us answers to what
is
the
it?
hell they're signing over and what this cat is. From what I can read, it seems to take place in northwest Montana, and the cat is a paid performance actor. We also see a birth certificate which puts the cat's birthday as Mike Myers' birthday, which would make him 40 during the film, aka perfect father.
So the Cat in the Hat isn't even a cat. That's what you're telling me. The Cat in the Hat is not a cat in a hat, but he is a man not in a hat. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
And almost right on target with the mother, Kelly Preston's age. The rest of the contract is mostly obscured legal word vomit. The cat seems to be self-employed then. Once they sign, the cat starts going full-on crazy and destroys the house with radically inappropriate behavior. The spawning of random animals and stuff is most likely the product of, again, hallucinogens. He has this creepy weird
That's the
laugh
drugs.
when he closes his nostrils. Sounds kind of like... I also think it may be possible that Conrad's conscience is the cat and Sally's is the fish, or vice versa. We'll see. Things
Okay.
get really off the rails here, physics break, so on, but it's all a part of the children's insanity. The fish does act like an inner voice to her, and even shows her a flashback that isn't her own, which is more suspicious. Perhaps it's an experiment testing controlled hallucinations, which is extremely disturbing, and thought implantation, blah 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 blah. The cat talks about drunk clowns with hepatitis. Alec Baldwin enters again,
Nice.
and the cat vanishes, implying it's a vision, maybe? Well, Baldwin is allergic to cats and starts sneezing, so the cat is clearly just hiding, but real. His suit must be made of real cat hair. Or maybe Alec Baldwin is all...
That's fucking weird. Ew, now we're getting freaky. Ooh, now we're getting freaky, bro. Now you're telling me his costume's made out of real cat hair? Dude, we're...
The
Okay.
experiment, as I guess expected at this point. This is where the satire goes off the rails and the cat even duplicates himself, possibly implying the hallucinogens are causing a time distortion effect or the kids are seeing double. The ironic humor is disturbing, though, and one cat threatens to kill
This scene where they're cooking and he cuts off his tail, bro, is one of the greatest scenes in major motion picture history, and you can debate a wall, bro. This whole entire scene is absolute cinematic genius, bro, and I will take that to my grave, dude. This is absolutely iconic, bro. I don't care.
Look like an accident. The cats all go, "Oh yeah," and shake their hands up and down. He calls the other cat wrong, stupid, and ugly like its mother. This is most likely another reference to his ex-wife, the kid's mother. He chops off his tail and screams, "Son of a bitch." No joke, nearly as lightly censored as I just did.
Hang in there, baby.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just figured it out.
What? What happened?
Oh my god, I figured it out. Oh my god.
He's lost it.
Pause everything.
He's lost it,
This
ladies
is
and gentlemen.
fake. Oh my
Wait,
God.
what did you say?
Oh my god, I figured it out. Oh my god. Pause everything. This is fake.
What?
Oh my god.
What? Wait, what?
It's an act. Oh my god.
He's officially lost his mind.
Oh my god. It's an act. I should probably break from my script for this part.
It's an
It
act.
makes total sense. This is all a movie. Or more likely a play. Oh god, do you understand?
No.
I barely do. I told you I'm
No,
writing this
I
while dazed
don't.
and confused. For God's sake,
I'm so lost. He said this is all an act and started diabolically laughing like he's officially a psych patient, bro. And then he said it's a movie. Yeah, I think we've already established that this is in fact a movie. But no, I don't understand. I am now even more confused than when we
spent a
started.
month on this because my iron was so low. I needed a damn blood transfusion. I need to revisit this when I'm more lucid in the future. But what I do know is that this, people, this is huge. It's a movie. It's a movie. This is a movie.
Yeah.
In universe. It's a movie in universe. These kids are actors in universe. This cat is the star of a show on a set. It's a set, literally, in front of an audience. It's not some inconsistent experiment. It's a stage play. We are watching a movie.
Wait, okay, okay. Now you're telling me that Anvil, all of Anvil and the shenanigans that go along within the borders, none of it is real. And this is not a real town. This isn't even a simulation. This isn't an experiment with real people, with some actors. No. You're telling me everything is fake, everything is a set, and everybody is an actor. So basically The Cat in the Hat is a movie about a movie. I don't like this.
Of a live play. Or a movie of a movie, I'm still not sure. The reason I say this is because of the absurd number of fourth wall breaks and lapses in logic.
Yeah, I know that.
It feels almost perfectly like a stage play, but it is being filmed, because my whole basis for this was when the cat is talking to these two kids about a lawsuit, and then the camera zooms up on him and he says they'll talk later. This was an intermission. There was an intermission after he chopped off his tail. This is an elaborate stand-up comedy act, perhaps some sort of audience test viewing, and it's about a disturbed cat that meets two kids and livens up their day. The audience is watching, and there's a camera filming it all for posterity or whatever. The cat keeps breaking the fourth wall and talking to an audience literally there somewhere. I don't know where. That's the whole point.
Okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. So we believe, when we watch as real people, when we watch The Cat in the Hat, we believe that we're watching this wacky, crazy, wild Dr. Seuss movie, you know what I'm saying? These kids, and they meet a cat, and he's a psycho, you know what I'm saying? Dirty hoe, all that stuff, right? But in reality, we're watching a movie of a fictional play being filmed for an audience. So we are an audience watching a performance for another audience. My brain hurts.
Cameras don't focus on what's behind them. It's a dimension we don't see upon viewing. That's what the fourth wall is. They even mock this and create a sixth fucking wall during the cooking show segment. Now, as for the in-universe universe, I can still theorize on the intricacies of this play, such as the intricacy that he is their creepy father in disguise. Luckily, all of the surreal sets and lapses in logic and the subtle realism of the cat are all now explained under the fact that there is a secret lens we're looking through, an invisible fifth wall, an in-universe audience we can't see.
What?
A play written by fictional writers who are most certainly truly deranged. If it is a stand-up act, then it means...
Dude, this is like some Inception type shit, bro. Like, you've got real writers, and then you've got real writers writing a movie that fake writers created a play of, and then you've got an audience within dude, this is so psychotic.
This is all written by the guy playing the cat, which makes utterly perfect sense in every conceivable way.
Now you're saying Cat in the Hat is the one who wrote the...
Good lord, I have to keep watching this movie. The in-universe universe is important too, you see. Gives insight into this actor. The cat is incorrect in every way, socially, politically, logically, physically, supernaturally. He says his wife's dress was ruined when she bought it. Yes, this is because he references her like a wife. I do wonder if the cat is their dad in real life too, like a family of actors. Of course, when I say real life, I don't mean real life, but the fact that I have to make that distinction like I'm watching Inception or some shit is unbelievable in itself.
I just said that. We think alike. Great minds think alike.
This gives me free rein to fill in their canon. I'm inclined to say that they actually did set out to create a play about order and chaos in human forms. The cat says, Thing 1, Conrad. Conrad, Sally. Thing 2, Sally, Conrad. I am the cat. They say Thing 2's name alternatively is Ben. Perhaps that's his actor's name. The things are manifestations of chaotic children. The child actors are smart too. Conrad points out how Cat's crazy dimensional magic is branded with a friggin' made in Philippines. Thing 1 and Thing 2 go off on the house and look, it's a set. It's a set. Look, it's a set. Let me get really real for a second. Only a second.
I've never seen a grown man go this absolute crazy over a set, bro. Like, this is some like he just discovered the existence of aliens in a foreign universe.
When it comes to the humor in this movie, I don't even know how this film exists. Like, when I analyze things such as All Hail King Julian, obviously it's weird and inappropriate.
No, do not take me back.
But it can still pass as for kids in some way. This movie is so incredibly, blatantly, hilariously...
There it is, you dirty hoe, bro. You dirty hoe. Absolutely iconic, bro. Iconic.
The cat stares down their pet dog with a garden hoe and says, "Time to die," in Mike Myers' Dr. Evil accent. It's so random and jarring, and then he calls this tool dirty. You see, I don't want to do the YouTube algorithm.
Dirty hoe.
Dirty, and you know the tool is.
YouTube better not demonetize me for saying that, because that is legitimately a hoe. It is a garden tool used for gardening and farming. A hoe is a legitimate word. It better not demonetize me.
He says he loves it, and then he tries licking it. It's so shocking. How does this get past any censors? They even make it look like the cat is hanging by a noose, then they think he's a piñata, and one kid whacks him right in the neutered area as he screams and sees the light for half a second. This movie's too fast.
This whole sequence was just so wild and chaotic, but I love it.
The cat tries whacking the kid with the bat. Apparently the babysitter is triggered to wake up with the slightest noise of a phone call, but nothing else, conditioning much. The cat still hates the dog, surprise. Then the cat consoles Sally for not being invited to a party by telling her to live alone and die alone. All hail King Julian doesn't shock me.
Nice.
It may seem that way, but it doesn't.
Live alone, and there's a life lesson for you kids. If you don't have any friends, then you might as well just spend the rest of your life alone and die alone, because you will never be happy. That's a great lesson to teach the youth.
It shocks me. How does this get past censors? I mean, I'm not necessarily against it at all. It's freaking hilarious. But I know that there are volumes of people who definitely would be. And logic dictates that censors would listen to parents. Maybe that's who the test audience is. Oh my god.
Wait, so you're telling, wait.
Censors. I mean, I'm not necessarily against it at all. It's freaking hilarious. But I know that there are volumes of
the
people
Karens
who definitely would be. And logic dictates that censors would listen to parents. Maybe that's...
So you're saying that the test audience that is inside of the movie, right? You got us, and then, you know what I'm saying, the Inception thing, you're watching a movie, and inside of that movie, there's people watching that same thing. Those people inside of the movie that are watching the play, that they see as a play, we see it as a movie, those are the people that they're testing to see if this is an appropriate form of entertainment for children, if this is child friendly enough to pass on to the kids. Dude, this is now we're crossing dimensions and universes, and I'm going into the TV like Willy Wonka, bro. I can't.
The test audience is... Oh my god, it is! That's exactly who it is!
Oh my god.
The cat also seems to have
Bro, the Theorizer, man, please. I pray for your sanity every day. Every day I wake up, man. Dude. You have lost your mind. That's it. You have completely spiraled out of control, and there is no hope for return to where you were at before, buds. I'm so sorry.
It's an acronym that spells out slow. He then spells out a phrase that would normally be shortened as a shit. This isn't subtle humor. How was this film made? This is all important because I think the concept of this film being highly inappropriate is the root of the test. The test audience, the test town, this is all a test in audience reactivity, and in a very twisted way, we are a part of it. The cat then describes impulsivity versus context.
It's a test for audience perception. Okay.
In a very basic way, but proves he probably isn't a psychopath, not that needed to be differentiated. The cat will spontaneously say things that random people in his life have said. For example, his mechanic. He stares down the cameras and asks when's the last time he's had his brakes checked. They see a semi-truck with a Rhode Island license plate. The cat claims his plan was to destroy their house, ditch the kids, and trick Alec Baldwin. Sounds sort of like a horrible, resentful family member. The cat mocks hippies and says he prefers the term canine American over dog. Then they enter a phone booth that leads to an Austin Powers party, seemingly honoring the cat. The mom doesn't seem to suspect that the father is involved, despite Alec Baldwin ensuring it is the case. But I don't know how deep this in-universe universe goes, considering these fictional writers are nut jobs. In the corners of shots, strange happenings happen. There's some dude just standing in the middle of town with a Persian cat in his arms, and nothing is made of it. By the way, this CGI is clearly being rendered
He just
live on
chilling.
set because of how bad it is.
He
For a
just
second, I
chilling.
thought Alec Baldwin was an older version of Conrad, a version from the future in which he didn't learn discipline. Then I realized how backwards that would be considering the mom, so I dropped it. At this point, and at this depth, I'd not even be fazed if they were to flat out explain the hallucinations. Which, by the way, they do. Turns out the cat literally spells out to the kids what's happening. When they accidentally unleash the mother of all messes and merge the two worlds into a CGI blob, he says, "This is what happens when you eat bad shellfish." So apparently the kids are having a shared fever dream. Not hallucinogenics then, well, not in the typical sense. So there's her explanation for the
So they weren't drugged. Okay, thank God. Thank God Almighty. At least the children weren't drugged, right? We got something positive out of this. The children were not. They're not hallucinating. They just ate some bad shellfish. They got some food poisoning. Their brains messing with them. Okay, thank God. That's a relief. We got some positive news.
universe's inconsistencies. Perhaps they truly are just seeing the cat, but from what I can tell, if he is a vision, they're envisioning their father. There's too many consistencies. He's a representation of their father one way or a damn another. Get this. They jump on the babysitter and ride her around the cat's universe like a roller coaster, and when Conrad points this out, time completely freezes and the cat says, "You mean like at Universal Studios?" Cha-ching! As he holds up two pamphlets. This is the king of all shameless plugs.
Yeah, bro,
This is the
get
single
that
most
bread.
shameless plug I've ever seen shamelessly plugged, and it so completely proves that there is a test audience sitting.
Get that bread.
The fourth wall break to end all fourth wall breaks, cinema be damned. Cat says he loves that new ball smell. He then says he manipulated them the entire day and that it was all so they'd learn a lesson. They clean up. Smash Mouth even gets a song which the cat references more made in Philippines than he leaves. So it can't all be fake, as Alec Baldwin is covered in goop afterwards and their mother sees it. There's also the fish, which is still sapient CGI after the cat leaves, and the couch, which breaks elasticity physics. So again, there are pieces of this experiment that aren't hallucinated, and of course, it's a play as well. Turns out the cat was the film's narrator, and he signs off by asking how the kids got so smart, as if he's known them and raised him his whole life. So, in summary, this film is crazy. It took me 2 weeks to watch it because of how exhausting it is. The whole town is an experiment of some sort.
It took you weeks to watch a 2-hour movie. Now, I don't think that's the movie's fault. I think that's got everything to do with your deranged mind spiraling out of existence. I think that's what it is.
Poisoning possibly plays into the hallucinated element. The cat is likely their creepy father dressed up, still trying to parent them in a way, or they're visualizing him in a fever dream, but it's still their father or a representation of him. This is all one massive stage play being shown to test audiences at Universal, likely children and their parents, as a sort of inappropriateness quality check. Utterly whack. This is one of the craziest films I've ever stumbled upon, and the best way to describe it still is that this whole film is honestly a gateway dark comedy for children. It's loaded with unintentional symbolism and randomness, and I love it for its self-aware stupidity. Now I have to get back to Mort. Oh god.
Oh god, not Mort.
Really still deep in? Yes.
Not
Until
the
next
Mort.
time, I'm the Theorizer.
Alright, man. Alright, bro. This one, listen, I'm gonna be honest. It says it's the single most disturbing movie, and I believe him. I believe him, bro, but I didn't think that this is where we were gonna end up, bro. I didn't. I thought you were gonna come in here and tell me that the cat in the hat is like secretly a serial killer and he came here to murder these children or some shit while their mom was at work or some shit. But no, this is even crazier and more wild, bro. So you're telling me that the world of the Cat in the Hat doesn't truly exist? It's all a fake play written by writers, performed at Universal Studios for an audience, recorded, and then dropped as a movie. That's what you're telling me? Dude, I don't like this. I don't like this, bro. When you get past all of the Inception stuff of it being a play and the audience and the fourth walls, if you look at just the universe, the in-universe of Cat in the Hat and Anvil, it's still fucked, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the dirty hoe, right? When he spelled out shit and the mechanic stuff, right? He's always talking about he wanted to kill. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill you and make it look like an accident. You know what I'm saying? Son of a bitch. Well, he was about to absolutely beat the bloody dog shit out of the fucking fat kid at the birthday party who beat him into, you know what I'm saying, the no-nos with the baseball bat at the party. He was hung up like a piano by his neck, right? This is psychotic, right? This Cat in the Hat movie is absolutely psychotic. But then when you throw on the double whammy of it not even being real, then it just makes this even 10 times more wild and crazy and psychotic and deranged, bro. I don't know how this dude, the Theorizer, consistently comes up with these psychotic theories, bro. But as you can see, his sanity no longer exists, and his mind has completely spiraled out of control with no hope for redemption, bro. I pray for you every single morning I wake up, bro. But yet another absolute cinematic masterpiece from this dude, the Theorizer. The Cat in the Hat movie is absolutely psychotic, and I loved this video.